What's going on, everyone? Hunter with Rebel Outdoors, and today I'm going to be getting some hothead headliners, so we're going to try them out and see how well they work. So for starters, I'm cruising on the highway right now about 70 miles an hour. I don't know if the wind noise and all the road noise is picking up on the microphone right now, but we're going to see if it does. So we finally got the headliners in. They did end up coming a day late. But I'll kind of get those pieces out and kind of show you a brief demo of how we're going to put all this together. So here's everything that comes in the box. Now I did opt for the little sound assassin strips as well as the panels that'll go kind of on like the back sides of the Gladiator here. And of course I had to get it in this cool gray color to try and match the color of the Gladiator. So what I'm going to try to do right now, because I do have to get running, is I'm going to leave everything that is going to go in the back off, and then I'm just going to install the two front pieces right now. So first is the prep work. That's always the most important thing. So they do include a little thing of sandpaper, so you basically got to go and scuff up all the areas where you'll be adhering these to, and then what I'm going to do after that is take a rag with some acetone and just kind of wipe everything down, make sure there's not any excess oils or anything that could basically make that fall off when I'm driving. Now, you don't need to go crazy on this. Really, you just need to do like a couple of passes, and then, like I said, take the rag with the acetone and just kind of wipe it down. So these are the little sound assassin strips. So basically you have to cut these to fit kind of in between here. So what I'm going to do is just take these, cut roughly about where they would be, and then we'll get those stuck on. So they do include this little roller tool, that way you can do, I just did over there, and make sure that the sound strips are adhering properly to the form. Alright, so you can see I did have a little piece of scrap, so I added that and kind of the indent. Also want to note, you can see these pieces are barren, so the tape is actually where that's going to go. You do not want to put the sound assassin strips where the adhesive on the actual panels would go. So now, just going to ever so carefully set this into place here. Push some downward pressure to try to make sure that guy sticks. Now with your two main freedom panels, those are obviously easy to take off, so that's probably the easiest way to do that. With the actual back piece of the hard top, because I have a Gladiator, this is usually easy to take on and off with one person. However, it is 18 degrees outside, and I'm currently in my garage, and I do not intend to do so. So when we move on to the back, I will do that inside the garage with the top on. And then for the passenger side, we're just going to repeat. There we go. We got both the front ones done and back in the Jeep. Now we're gonna work on the back. So for this little piece, there is a Velcro strip that they include, so this will go kind of in the middle between the two rear pieces. Now time to put up the sound assassin strips. These also come in two separate pieces, so I think I'm going to work on this one first, and then I'll go ahead and move over to the other one, and then we'll work on the two sides. I could see where this would be really nice to take the hard top off, because obviously you do have like the speaker and all that. Now I do notice that there is a little bit of extra space. You can utilize a full strip to put up here. So I think what I'm going to do is put the rest of the Sound Assassin strips on all the other places before I start cutting smaller chunks to kind of fill in the gaps here. So when it comes to the sides, I don't know if you can kind of see the little groove right there. That is where the Sound Assassin strips will go on, and you can see I've got that one already on. So it's just going to be one full strip right along this edge, and then there's a small little adhesive piece that will stick on here. And with the two pieces that you get, you see this one's got a little notch on it. You know that is the driver's side one. They are also labeled appropriately on the back here. So I still have two full strips left, but if you can see, I did manage to get kind of all up over the roll bar there. It was kind of a little bit of pain, but you can get it, no problem. Alright, so we did get those other two ones in the back, and they were a pain. I would definitely recommend, if you're doing this, to take the top off of your Jeep. Basically what we ended up doing is I undid the two bolts on the front of the hardtop, then I was pressing up as Caitlin kind of shoved the panels into place there. And but yeah, we got them on, and we're about to do a long highway drive, so I'm gonna listen in and report to you back here in a little bit. Alright, so after we got everything installed, taking a little drive on the highway, just kind of listening to how things are, see how much of the road noise we can hear compared to before, as well as just like driving down my dirt road, some of the noise from the vehicle, sand, dirt, all that stuff crackling, and then listening to music and see what a difference that makes. So on top of all the different things that I talked about, these things obviously help with keeping heat inside of the vehicle, as well as keeping your air conditioning, like keeping things cool inside the Jeep, and as well as, you know, when it's like super hot and the sun's beating on the hard top. This is a black hard top. You know, it's going to get pretty warm, so it'll kind of help make the inside of the Jeep not as hot, I guess, kind of a thing. And then obviously, like I mentioned, help insulate for heat and cool. So when you go to Headliner's website, you can obviously pick between like the different colors and then a couple of different add-ons you can get. So one of those add-ons is the Sound Assassin strips, as you've seen, and those I would highly recommend. The other add-on, at least for the Gladiators, is those two little side panels in the back. You know, if you didn't want to do those, I would at least get those Sound Assassin strips, because they are definitely worth it. And I still had plenty left over. I still had two full strips, so no worries there. I kind of wish I would have did all of that and then put the actual panels on, so maybe I could have added a couple little strips, but
works out pretty well, I would say. So I'm definitely happy with that purchase. I know that the price point was kind of a hard pill to swallow for thinking what it is, but I can definitely tell you after driving on the highway with these things, they are definitely worth it. So I'll kind of wrap this little video up, guys. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Got tons of Jeep content coming, so if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe. Love to have you. We also have Patreon now, so link for that will be in the description down below. I will link Hothead headliners also down there. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. All that other stuff is cool, but let's not forget about the coolest factor, and that is being able to put patches. So definitely plus 100 overland points for that.